Alrighty, folks, we are live on YouTube. And yes, I've got Dr. Jeff here who is taking me on a fitness journey. He is going to take me from obese and 34.5% body fat, which is disgusting and unheard of, at least in my lifetime, down to something in the teens and hopefully a little bit lower than that. Dr. Jeff, how you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I'm happy to be here. This is one, as I've taken you on this journey, you're taking me on this journey. We're taking each other on it. And as I told you right before we went on live, that you're pushing me to expand and look up things, and so we could really push the envelope of this biotransformation. So that whole product is getting better and better. So thank you for doing this together.
Yeah, no, I hopefully, obviously I'm going to be looking forward to the results at the end, but hopefully also it'll be education and inspiration for other folks in my community to go on their own health journey. I think a lot of folks aren't as active, aren't eating right. You've already asked me to do a lot of things, which we'll go through today just to keep everybody on board. But I got to ask, why the hell did you make me start this journey with a 3-day freaking fast? What the hell is that all about?
Well, it's a few different things. So number one is I wanted to start off with a big bang to let you know this isn't going to be easy and we're going to work hard. And, it's a way to kick it off in a big, bold way. Secondly, the holidays just finished and there were lots of goodies and treats. And we probably needed a big, bold way to deal with that quickly. And third, we were going to do at least one 72-hour fast as part of this annual journey. I think it's nice to get it out of the way early, reset your immune system, kill off as many old senescent zombie cells as we can, and reboot. So how you doing on that fast?
Thankfully you said I could have coffee. So I've been walking around with this big Yeta or Stanley mug, and I'm basically just drinking hot water or hot coffee all day. Okay. So it really hasn't been that bad. Although, we are near the end of day 2, right? 5 p.m. So 3 hours from now will be the end of day 2. I'm a little, I don't know, I guess I'd call it a little weak. Maybe somebody would call it shaky. It's, kind of, I feel off. I don't feel perfect, but I got to tell you, I don't feel as bad as I thought it would, almost 48 hours in.
Yeah, it's, there's this missing social element, this habit of eating. But after you get over that first day, you probably notice your stomach stops growling. Mm-hmm. It's not aching for food. You might be hungry, but you're not hungry.
Yeah.
And how's your brain working right now?
I hadn't thought about that. Not foggy. I don't know if I would say clear, but yeah, I would say the brain is, what was weird is yesterday I didn't have that afternoon crash, right? I'm lucky enough where, a 30 or 45 minute nap is not unheard of in my lifetime, and nothing like that yesterday. So I just thought about that. That's a little different. Okay.
The brain likes fasting. It loves ketones and lactate. So if we went longer, we would, some people say it's really amazing, but
3 days is enough, Jeff. Jeff, come on. 3 days. Is enough.
So for better or for worse, I had a need to start before you.
Okay.
So I stopped eating 7 p.m. New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay. So you're almost done.
Tonight at 7 p.m. I will have something. And I feel great right now. Like, I'm not super hungry. If I get a little hungry, like you, I drink some water or just some hot coffee. There's a product, and at some point later in the year, we'll get into adaptogens when we build on our supplement list. But there's something called mushroom coffee. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't. I've heard of butter coffee, but not mushroom coffee.
So mushroom coffee is basically it's like coffee. It's coffee-esque. It's very earthy, and it's a 0-calorie adaptogen product. So I've been having that or coffee, but and we'll talk about this when we get to diet too. you, I got to cut out caffeine at 3 p.m. Otherwise, I'm not going to sleep well. So,
Mm.
what are you doing in the afternoons and the evenings? Do you consume caffeine or coffee then, or how are you?
No, coffee's usually like full coffee is done by 2 or 2:30. And then what I've been doing the last 2 days, it's just decaf or just hot water.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
You can do hot water, lemon. You can even do a calorie-free tea, things like that. So have you noticed your belly feels flat?
No, I haven't. I haven't really looked, but yeah.
Well, I woke up this morning. Again, this would be the final morning. So I woke up
Right.
and I felt like I had lost 5 pounds, and so I got on the scale at the time I started the fast and this morning, and I realized a lot of that is just, there's loss. I've lost about 6 pounds, but
Wow.
well, again, it's not weight loss. There's no food going into my system.
Right. And the system burns like 2,000 calories a day, roughly.
Well, I was going to get to that.
Okay.
So you and I had talked. You have access to some gyms besides your home gym.
Correct.
And we had done the body composition testing, but there's one that some of the gyms have where it actually runs a report of your body composition by electrical impedance. And it'll calculate your basal metabolic rate, which is how many calories your body, based on its composition, needs a day.
Okay.
So I did mine. I went to the gym on the 1st. I was one of those crazy people. Luckily, it wasn't that bad. And I got on that thing and I ran my body comp, and I was surprised, to see what it was. But my basal metabolic rate is 1,650 calories a day, or like that. So as we age and as we're getting fitter and what have you, we don't need the 2,000 calories a growing teen needs or a young adult needs. So 2,000 shouldn't stay with us, throughout. Now, if we're working out a lot, maybe we do. So anyway, let's not shoot for 2,000, although we're not going to really count calories here. Your app might do that for you.
It does. Yeah.
Okay. So how's your journaling going? Let's go to that.
Yeah. So again, something I've never done before is journaling. I purchased a 365-day journal. I'm writing in it every day. I write it in the morning and in the evening. It's new. I'm still trying to figure out what to put in it. Like I put my step count. I put the goal for the day. Hey, started a fast. How do I feel?
Good.
I've been doing stuff like that. But yeah, I've started journaling. It's certainly not a habit yet. I got to remember I have to keep it right by my bed to make sure I do it. But yeah, I've started it. That was something you asked for, so I'm making sure it happens.
So at the end of this fast, if you're like me and you need about 1,700 calories a day to maintain, you should lose a good, that'll be, if you multiply by 3, you're over 5,000. That's like 1.5 pounds of fat. Now, it doesn't always correlate directly to fat loss, but once you start eating again and get back on the scale, you should have about 1.5 pounds of fat. Now, I wouldn't use fasting routinely for that purpose, but it's a good jump start to where we're headed. So we've done a lot of things to collect some initial data. There's some more I want to add for you. Now might be a good time to bring that in.
Sure. Well, let me ask you one question before we do that.
Yeah.
How should I break this fast? I'm going to guess at 5 p.m. tomorrow, which is when I break it. I shouldn't just eat a big old tomahawk steak and a bunch of greens. How do you break a fast?
Yeah, I would go easy. First of all, don't have a lot of volume.
Okay.
I always like to have some protein, but I wouldn't want you to reboot your digestive system. Use like hard to digest proteins. So you might go with maybe a piece of fish, maybe a soup.
Okay.
Something a little on the blander side. And then, we're going to talk about diet and what you're going to do anyway, but, where we're going to go with carbs and things. But like, I plan on having some soup tonight. I'll probably take a piece of sourdough bread on purpose, not because I like sourdough, but because it has a lower glycemic index. Maybe toast it with some butter. I want some good fats, or maybe dip it in some olive oil would even be better. Some really high quality extra virgin olive oil,
Okay.
maybe some balsamic, and then and then see how I feel. Like I might only have that. I'm not super hungry, and I might have a big glass of water before I eat anyway. But
Okay. All right.
But see, yeah, you don't want to like overcompensate. The people that say, oh, if you drink diet soda, you'll lose, you'll put on weight. It's because those people end up, oh, I had diet soda, so now I can have a cheesecake.
Yeah, exactly. I took out the calories from that. Yeah.
Yeah, don't be that guy. So
got it. All right. So
Okay.
something simple, nothing crazy. Fish,
yeah,
soup,
I mean, you
sourdough.
might, like spaghetti and meatballs might be okay because it's got, but heavy on the meatballs, and use some like real pasta, not some, not Chef Boyardee.
Got it.
Sorry, whoever makes that, but
no, I got you. I'll go to
a protein-based pasta, some good meat. If you want to make it yourself, that'd be good. If you want to do some meal, we'll talk about diet, but let's talk about some more data we need to collect first.
Sure.
And if you had more on your list, we'll get to it, I promise. But you were going to do some photos. Were you able to take those photos?
I did. I was very disgusted by them, but yes, I have them.
Good.
Yes.
So we don't have to share those necessarily.
No, we're not sharing those today. Maybe at the end.
At the end when you're holding, but if you don't mind sending those to me so I can be disgusted with you, you can do it later.
You got it.
And then I had come up with some measurements I want you to take also, and we like I said, I'm developing this, and I think you and I talked offline before. I will create through this process an entire biotransformation journal for people to use going forward. You're going to help in that creation of what we're tracking, what's useful, what's not, how to track.
Love it.
So I researched what measurements I want to take, and I'm going to ask you to do the following. And you don't need to take notes, because I will again at the end of this, after we go this evening, I'll send you
beautiful
a full list of all this stuff. I'm taking notes, and then you can put it in the show notes. You can add it to your journal, whatever you want to do. Okay.
Perfect.
So we're going to measure your chest across, the nipples. We're going to measure your upper arms at the mid bicep. We're going to measure your waist. You know where that is. We're going to measure your thigh at the mid thigh. We're going to measure your lower leg at the mid calf.
Is that resting or flexed?
It's relaxed measurements.
Relaxed. Okay.
So good question. And you just use a tape measure, and you measure it. And we're going to measure these at different times throughout the year and at the end, of course.
Yep.
And that'll be helpful. I do want you to go. Do you have access to a regular gym? I forgot a commercial gym, or
I can go to one. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty around.
So I mean, are you a member or?
No, I've set up both homes with gyms, but I can.
Okay. When you're in my town, maybe I will bring you to. This is not a plug, but to Lifetime here in Green Valley, and then
just down the road. Yep.
You can be. I have a guest pass every month or so. I think you can use it every 90 days or something. I'll bring you in. We'll use the machine there. We'll print it out, and we'll have that data to compare to your the bone densitometry data that we did.
The DEXA
and
scan.
It's something we can track periodically.
Okay.
And it gives us some, because you want to track your results during the year, or you're going to not be happy. Plus, it gives you that calorie thing we want to see.
Okay.
How many?
I will be in your town Monday, so I'm
okay. So let's pick. We'll pick a time, you and I off.
Yeah, offline.
Okay. So make a note. Okay, because we want to do the basal metabolic rate, and that's a good way to do it.
Perfect. Okay.
We will talk about the exercise plan for you. I've come up with some exercise testing, though, I want you to add to your list.
Okay.
Okay. And a flexibility testing.
Oh,
I'll put
another
this
thing
in
I'm going to fail. Flexibility.
Well, you're not going to fail. And it's great to have, listen, if you're miserable at it, it'll be great to have, somewhere to start where you can measure it and make some progress, So we're going to do 5 things. And I've gone through some literature, and I've gone through the internet to find things I think will be easy to test, and something easier to work on. We're going to do the following 5 things. I'll put them in the show notes for you to put in there: push-ups to failure, 1 set.
Yep.
Squats to failure.
Just air squats, body weight.
Body weight.
Okay.
Yep, body weight. I'm putting that in here because you're asking. Pull-ups to failure.
Okay.
Hang time to failure.
Just holding onto the bar.
Yep. And plank to failure.
Okay.
On your elbows. Okay. When I say plank, I mean on your elbows. Now,
Right. Not on your head. Okay.
If you're unable to do a plank, there are some people out there who can't. You can do it on your outstretched hands, keeping your body straight, but it's harder to do it on your elbows. I want you to do it on your elbows.
Understood.
Okay?
I can do
All
that.
right. Flexibility testing will be the following three things. I'm going to keep it simple. We're going to do a shoulder test where you put one hand over behind you between your shoulder blades, the other hand.
Yep.
Can you see?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
You're about a
That
foot
way,
apart.
and you have someone help you measure the distance between your middle fingers.
Okay.
And then you do the other side and measure the distance. We'll do sort of right on top, left on top measurements.
Got
and
it.
then we'll do to measure the lower back flexibility. You will just hang forward, flex at the waist, hang your hands down in front of you, and you'll measure the distance between your fingertips to the ground.
Okay.
The shortest distance, and not to your feet, but to the ground. And then you will do a butterfly. You'll sit on your bottom. You will put your feet together, and you let your knees fall down as far as they will. And then you will bring your heels towards your body, and you will try to get them as close as you can. You'll measure the distance between your heels and your groin.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's a new one. I've not done that one. Okay.
Okay. And those will be things we will track. And then maybe when you become my guest that day at the gym, we'll do it where there's one of these flexibility yoga classes, and I'll drag you to.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
You will love it. Okay. So I have planned for you to talk about some exercises we're going to start for you.
Okay.
And to be an exercise plan. You can do other things in addition, but I want you to do these.
Got it.
And they're on purpose. And a flexibility plan. And this is just to get started. We're going to build on this.
Right. This is day 3 of the journey. Yep. Yes.
Okay. Now, first of all, I have a comment on non-exercise movement.
Mm-hmm.
I want to raise your metabolism and increase your calorie burning by adding more movement to the day.
Mm-hmm.
Because you and I do a lot of sitting, I'm adding this too. So we're on this together. I'm sort of benefiting from your journey. But and I've looked this up. So every 45 minutes of sitting,
okay,
whether it's on the couch, at your desk, whatever you're doing, every 45 minutes, not every hour, every 45 minutes, you're going to get up. You're going to move yourself away from that chair. You're going to do 20 high quality squats, body weight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And slowly, this isn't to burn through 20 quickly, slowly with squeezing your glutes at the top.
Okay.
Okay. And 20, it's all you got to do. You're going to do 10 vacuums. I'll get to that in a minute. And you're going to do 5 neck extensions. So I'll teach you those now.
Okay.
The 10 vacuums are
I don't know what a vacuum is, but I can.
Are to build a muscle called the transversus abdominis. Now, most people go to the gym or at home workout, they do sit-ups or crunches. Crunches weren't a thing until the 80s, right? It was before that it was sit-ups, right?
Right.
And those build a muscle called the rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscle that goes up and down. It goes from your rib cage down to your pelvis, your waist. Well, the healthier muscle, the one that builds your core, is really the one that goes side to side. It's just behind. It's just behind that rectus muscle, and it's the one that if you suck your stomach in, or you tighten your stomach because your little nephew's coming up to you, go, hey, you look stronger, bigger. Punch me in the stomach, and you tighten up before he punches you. It's that muscle. So as you're sitting there right now, Michael, go ahead and tighten your abs. So you're not tightening your rectus, you're tightening your abdominis. So now suck it in and tighten it. So it's even better. That's a vacuum.
Okay.
So you're going to do 10 of those.
Got it.
Okay. And you're going to do each one, you're going to start out at 10 seconds.
Oh,
We're going to build on this later.
They're holds. Okay.
Yeah.
So no, just so I'm clear, are those standing or sitting?
You could actually do those sitting.
Okay. All right.
But this is part of your 45-minute ritual. Okay.
Yep. Understood.
All right. And those help move your intestines and make them move better, to increase your transit time to get food through your system, digested, and get those toxins out of you. It helps build a better physique. Because you ever seen those bodybuilders that have like this? They have ab muscles, a six pack, but they're kind of have this belly that sticks out. They're not doing the transverses.
Ah, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do all that. It's going to be, this is also improves your pulmonary, your lung function.
Okay.
Okay. All right. 1 second here. Making a note. All right. So, and then the third thing is 5 neck extensions, because we're doing everything forward. You know, everything's in front of us, our phones, other people, food, or computers, our necks. We have, tech neck, right? It's forward. We need to do the antidote to that. And the antidote is the backwards extension. So you can do these sitting or standing. It's part of your 45-minute ritual. You do 5 of these. You interlace your fingers. Mm-hmm. You put them behind your head, not your neck. Mm-hmm. Now, if you have a chair that goes up behind your head, and I think you do, is your chair? No, it doesn't. Okay, not high enough. If you have a chair, and you can do these in the car against your headrest, you're going to push your head backwards. Mm-hmm. And it's not a translational, it's not a horizontal movement, it's a rotation, rotation back, while simultaneously pushing your hands forward such that there is no net movement. So if you really push hard, mm-hmm. your neck should tense right here. It should be even shaky. Okay. So you do 10 seconds, 5 of those.
10 seconds. Okay.
Okay. And you do these breaks every 45 minutes. It should take you 2 minutes.
Yep.
And it will probably help you burn another 50 calories a day.
Nice. Okay.
It will help you build up certain trouble areas and be preventative and work on those. Now, take the stairs, not the elevator. Mm-hmm. Stand when you can sit. Sit when you can lie. Move more. Things like that. So those are little tips and tricks to improve your metabolism. Okay, let's get into the workouts. You ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and again, I'll clean this up and send you some notes. But so I want you to do at least 4 workouts a week.
Sure, it's fine.
And if we're too structured, you'll go nuts. So you pick your 4 out of 7 days. It can change up to, you could do 4 in a row and take 3 off. You could space them out the best you can, whatever. Unfortunately, weeks have 7 days. It's an odd number, and we have an even day number of workouts. So do your best.
I got it.
On the days you're not working out, you can work out, but you don't have to do this routine.
Okay.
And on your off days, if you're traveling or you're not in either one of your places, I am a big fan of the high quality resistance bands. Yep. And if you don't have them, I'll find a link from Amazon and you can put it in the show notes or whatever.
Okay. Sure.
The ones I keep around. And sometimes I haven't had a chance to work out for the day. I will take the dog for a walk at night, late at night sometimes, and I'll take those bands with me and I will do stuff with me. You can do a chest press. You can do shoulders. You can stop and do squats, so with resistance.
I like it. Okay. I like it.
So I'll get a link to those. Let me make a note, and I'll clean all these up and get them to you. So
perfect.
Okay. So here's your workout.
Okay.
And this is very strategic. But when you get to the gym or your home gym, you're going to start with 10 straight jumping up and landing on your feet, just as high as you can jump.
Okay.
and we're going to both work on your vertical landing. We're not going to measure it. This is weight bearing. It's a way to lymphocyze, to get some lymph to flow and clean out your lymph system. It's a way to, really stimulate your bones.
Okay.
And we're going to build on that. Okay. So it's also wake up your metabolism, get you going for your workout. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Then you're going to do cardio next. This order is on purpose. And the cardio, do you have what cardio equipment do you have access at home?
So both places I have rowers. In Vegas, I have treadmills, bikes. I got it all in Vegas.
Okay. So let's talk about the Las Vegas gym. So you're going to do the treadmill at the highest angle.
Okay.
You're going to start at the lowest resistance. I'd rather you do shorter time frame and work the muscles more to build the muscles and than just go for distance right now. Since you don't have a treadmill in the Bay Area house, we'll do a rower for more cardio in that house. Okay.
Okay.
So treadmill at the highest angle, lowest level resistance. I want you to alternate 30 seconds running with 30 seconds of walking for a 10-minute. We're going to start with a 10-minute course.
Okay.
So when you're in the Bay Area, I'll make myself a note. When in Bay Area, we will do the rower. Now the rower doesn't have weight bearing, which we need for building muscle, but except it builds the back muscle. Yep. So the rower, how long can you do on the rower right now?
Depends on what speed you want. The beauty of a rower is you can always pull it one more time.
So I probably want to do it by heart rate.
Okay.
Will your Oura Ring allow you to do that, or?
Yeah, I'd have to probably turn on the app to see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give you the target heart rate right now.
Okay.
Because I want to look at your data first to see where you are. Do you have some initial data to share with me?
Yeah, I mean, I can look at my phone. What would you like to see? Because I've been recording every day, so I've been a good boy.
Well, can you download a data summary and send it to me, and then I'll.
Yeah,
we can review it next time.
Yep. Okay.
In fact, what we probably should do going forward is every time we do a recording, is to have the latest 30 days of data or 2 weeks of data.
Okay.
A day before the recording, so I can be prepared to discuss it with you.
I should have done that. I actually didn't even know I could do that.
I should have asked you. This is a work in progress.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so we'll find the target heart rate, and I'll come up with a plan on that, and I'll I'll give it to you. And then we're going to talk about the resistance. I want you to do the following: 1 set to failure. So your workout is now 1 set to failure. Not 3 times 10 or what we did in high school, okay?
Yeah.
And you're going to keep the weight amount fixed unless the failure goes beyond 40 reps.
Okay.
So I want you to work out between 15 and 40 reps is the target. So if you can do, 65 pounds on the tricep pull down.
Right.
And you get beyond 40 reps and you haven't failed yet. Then you need to go to 70 pounds.
Got it. Okay.
Because you're not working for 3 times 10. The work is done on the failing set. And by failure, it's all out. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. You guys, like, if I don't do this last one, don't give up because you're tired. Okay. So there's an A day and a B day. Okay. And you'll alternate these days. So A day has the following: pull-ups to failure, triceps pull down or equivalent. And pull down would be some kind of pulley machine. Equivalent would be maybe a triceps or behind you with a dumbbell.
Okay.
Number 3 will be squats with weights in 2 positions. There'll be the standard position of a squat. Your feet are facing forward. And then in the second position, you widen your stance and move your feet out. Whole different set of thigh muscles. Okay?
Oh, wow. Okay.
You'll hate me for that, but you'll also love me later.
Nice.
Number 4 is bench press. Again, 1 set to failure. This is a quick workout.
Yep.
Next is calf raises with weights.
Okay.
And then the last one is lats. Can you do lats at home?
Yeah. I mean,
That cool down.
yeah.
All right. That's your A day.
Okay.
Your B day, you alternate these. So you'll get 2 A days a week and 2 B days a week.
Got it.
Separate. And by the way, each of the workouts has the jumping, the cardio.
Right. The opening is
Right.
the same. Yep.
Correct. So the B day is chin-ups to failure instead of pull-ups. Remember, chin-ups and pull-ups are different.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Shoulders, you're going to do rotations and all planes. So that's actually 4 different exercises.
Okay.
So shoulder rotations, if you have a pulley system, goes like this, outward.
Okay. Yep.
On both sides, right?
Okay.
So to failure, so you're strengthening the rotator cuff. I'm doing this on purpose because as we get older, that's a common injury. We're going to prevent it.
Got it.
And then the other planes would be, the shoulder planes would be in the front, called the anterior delts,
Mm-hmm.
the laterals.
Yep.
And then the rear. So you kind of take a athletic stance and you lift up kind of behind you.
Right. Okay.
So that's really, it's 5 different exercises because you have right and left rotation.
Okay. I'm with you.
And then you have the 3 shoulder planes. So chin-ups, the 5 shoulders. Now I had rows next, but that's only when you're in Vegas.
Okay.
Because if your cardio does not involve rows, then you will do one set of rows to failure. That's more for muscle building than the cardio
Okay.
element. Biceps
Mm-hmm.
and back flies. Do you have a machine where you can do back flies, or do you use dumbbells?
Dumbbells.
So you lay on your tummy,
Mm-hmm.
you hold out dumbbells, and you
Okay.
go like that. You can't go very far. And if you don't know how to do these, YouTube is wonderful.
There you go.
So I'm not going to teach you how to work out. You can find these things.
Yep.
On both days, A and B, you do a 60-second plank.
Mm-hmm.
Each day, each workout following that, each of the 4 days a week, you will add 1 second. So your journal will keep that. And we will build on that 60-second plank.
Okay.
We're also going to add more abs later. And the second thing you do is a side plank, 30 seconds on each side.
Mm-hmm.
You have your one foot on top of the other, your legs together, your one elbow on the ground, the other arm straight down your side, and keep your body in a straight line. Keep your neck straight with your body. 30 seconds. You'll add 1 second each time you do it. So we'll build on those planks together. We're going to add to the abs. You're going to hopefully have abs by the end of this.
Nice.
Yeah. And then flexibility, yoga, a yin yoga class or a regular yoga class is an alternative. So if you want to do that, if you want to do a YouTube yoga, if you want YouTube to, I'm going to drag you to one, I think. So
well, we'll go to one together, but yeah. Okay.
You're going to do hip openers in both directions. So a hip opener is making a figure of 4 where you cross your leg open.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And your knee's out here and you're pushing down on your knee and you hold that for 1 full minute. Set your timer on your phone and you're pushing down and you're holding that. The other leg is straight up.
Okay.
So I can get mine flat. Some people, you can't see it here, but they start out and their knees up in the air. I'm wearing black, so a black sweater on black. Okay. You do both sides. Then shoulder openers. You're gonna, work on, bringing your shoulder behind you on one side, on the other 1 minute, and then we're gonna do 6 neck stretches. So forwards, backwards, side bend, side twist, and then lower back, same thing, 6 different movements. So you can do those flexibilities as well. Again, on the off days, it'd be great if you still did the stretches and did the resistance bands and did something, but you're not going to take away too much. I'm not going to have you over exercising. That can be an issue, but that's the workout. If there's something else you love to do, you're like, oh, I love to do this machine or that, you can add it.
Right. Okay.
But I want you to cover this. I've designed this for you specifically.
Understood.
Okay. Any questions?
No, again, you'll send me a cleaned up version. We'll put it in the show notes. I'll print it
Yep.
out. I'll put it in the
Yep.
journal to hold myself accountable.
Mhm.
I like it.
Okay, I have more. We're not done.
I
We're doing more on this one because it's the start of your new life.
like it. Yes.
Grasshopper. So, so I put this under the habit section.
Okay.
And the first thing is, are you a flosser?
I am not.
You are now.
Oh, great.
Flossing will add, well, if you do it chronically, will add 1 to 2 years of life.
Really?
Yeah.
Flossing.
So what happens is we eat, and not all the food gets out of our little nooks and crannies in the gums and teeth.
Sure.
And bacteria in our mouth start to degrade that, and that causes a local inflammatory reaction. And although we need bacteria in our mouth, they're part of the oral biome. The inflammation can actually be chronic and can be problematic, can cause heart issues predominantly.
Okay.
And that's why a lot of people who've had strep infections as a child end up having involved valve disease of the heart later. So, I'm a chronic flosser. So I keep floss with me everywhere.
Wow.
I say that, where is it? Where's my floss?
That's right. I have it everywhere except right here.
There it is. There's one.
Look at that.
So I got it in my car. I got it everywhere. So I try to floss after each meal. I don't always, but at least at the end of the day, before you go sleep for 8 hours, get that floss out and clean out that area before you brush your teeth. Okay.
Got it.
So, and do a good job. And your dentist has been telling you this for all these years, but your dentist probably hasn't been saying this will add years to your life.
No, they've never said those words.
Yeah.
I might have done it if they had included that last little bit. But
well, they don't make as much money if they tell you that.
That's right. They want you to come back.
Yeah. So I want you to live long and prosper. Okay.
There you go. All right.
So we're gonna floss. So add that to your journal. That's at least I would buy some floss.
Yeah.
Part of your shopping list, and I have it in my office. I have it everywhere. Just boom. You never know. Backpack, whatever. Okay. Let's talk about a morning ritual.
Mm-hmm.
What's your current morning ritual? What do you do? Take me through the life of.
Yeah. So I get up 5:30 to 6. No alarm clock. Usually take the dogs out first. Come in, get a cup of coffee.
What does take the dogs out mean?
It could mean anywhere from a couple 100-yard walk to half a mile, depending on them. So some activity. And then I'm usually at the kitchen table or a table reading the financial news, getting ready for my live at 7:30. Okay.
So can we add, do both your homes have access to a patch of grass?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's try to do some morning grounding.
Okay.
So you get up, you brush your teeth, you put whatever you're going to put on to go outside to go walking.
Yep.
But you don't put your socks and shoes on.
Okay. All right.
And is the sun up when you go outside?
No, not now. No.
Okay. Well, in the summer it will be,
right.
potentially, but because of the short days in the winter, you're not going to get that sun on your face. But I want you to do some grounding where you go out and you put your bare feet on the cold grass.
Okay.
In the winter.
Yep.
And you walk around for a minute.
Okay.
Then wipe off your feet, and then take the dogs for the walk. And wipe off your feet, put your shoes and socks on. Take the dogs for the walk. And then while you're doing that, I want you to focus on some breathing. So I want you to take 10 good deep breaths. And this is important for immune health. There are immune cells that live in the linings of the lungs, and some of them don't ever get activated unless you're really focusing on using the full volume of your lungs. So a deep breath is when you take it in slowly as you're walking, and you let it out slowly. Then the next one should be 10% bigger and longer, and let it out. And then the third one, and second one, and third one, et cetera, add 10%, add 10%. So by the time you get to the last one, Some people say, I'm bringing up something. I found something, because you're opening up those pockets of unused lung.
Okay.
And those are always at risk when you're older for pneumonia and stuff like that. So this is a way to open up, get the cobwebs out really well. So as you're walking, doesn't take any extra time. You're already doing it. Okay.
Right. I like it.
Then you come home and you make your coffee. So let's talk about nootropics, nootropics.
Okay.
Mental, cognitive, brain stimulants to give you that wake up. Since you don't have the sun hitting your face, because you get up so early naturally, you don't have that cortisol release probably until the sun comes up, although you might. You turn on the artificial lights. Obviously, that helps stimulate your cortisol release, which is the get stuff done hormone during the day. So that we probably need to let's talk about how much caffeine you take. How much coffee are you drinking?
I would say 3 cups every day for sure. Some days maybe a fourth.
And by cups, are we talking about the measurement of a cup, like if you're baking a cake, or we're talking about one of those Starbucks mugs?
No, like a coffee cup, that
okay.
big. I don't know if that's actually a cup, but it's the traditional
like
coffee
this?
cup. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's pretty big. I bet you that's 2 cups.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. So you're probably at 8 cups of coffee. Now, there are phytonutrients in coffee. I'm all about that. But do you ever feel jittery, or are you noticing a pattern on your Oura Ring heart rate where you're having like increased heart rate during the morning?
No.
Okay.
Now, I've been doing this for 25 years, so I'm sure my body's.
And do you get that mental stimulation you need from those cups?
Yep.
Okay. And what's the latest cup of coffee that you have in the day?
I rarely have anything after 12. These 3 days being the exception. I go to 2.
That's fine.
Nothing past noon.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't have coffee at lunch, for example.
Okay. So let's stay with what you got there. Okay. How much water are you drinking a day?
Not a lot. Probably 2 glasses,
2 full glasses, like 8-ounce glasses?
Yeah. So I guess it'd be 16 ounces probably.
Okay. How much water are you using to make those 3 or 4 cups of coffee?
Well, the whole thing, right? Yeah. The water's in that. So whatever those 8 cups are. Yeah.
Okay. So you're getting a bunch there. I would like to talk to you about hydrogen water.
Okay.
This is something I've not yet adopted in my own life, but I think we should try it together. So hydrogen molecular hydrogen is H2. It has many health benefits on the cellular and mitochondrial level, if you talk biology for a minute. And I've been reading more on it. I've attended some lectures on it, and I would like to try it. I'd like you to try it with me. There are inexpensive small devices at home you can get where you put some water in it. It gives it electrolysis basically, which from water makes hydrogen gas. Okay. And that hydrogen gas are bubbles, and you drink the bubbles. So you drink the water with the hydrogen gas. So I will look at some devices. I'll pick the one with the best stars. I'll share with you. We'll both get it.
Yep. Done.
So we're drinking hydrogen water, and maybe we're making coffee with hydrogen water.
Sure.
I don't know if that's a thing, but I'll look it up.
There you go. I have no idea.
Well, I don't know if the heat brings it back into its regular form.
Other state, yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about your skincare routine.
I do not have one.
Okay. So let's start very simply. Your skin becomes drier and drier as your stem cells get older, as you're exposed to inflammation. And one way you can keep it more pliable and young looking, if that's what you're going for, is to use a good moisturizer. Okay. I would use a moisturizer with the least additives. Mm-hmm. There are some good ones on the market. Some of the brands out there like Aveeno and stuff. And when do you take your shower?
I might take 2 a day if I have a hard workout, but usually I'm an evening shower right before bed.
Okay. So you moisturize after your showers.
Okay.
Because sealing in the moisture, your skin soaked up, and it's like a sealant, right? So
makes sense.
Okay. So everywhere, face. Now, we could get fancier and do different ones for the face, but I don't.
Okay, got it.
I do take some flack for that, but I don't.
There you go. Okay, moisturizer.
Okay.
Got it.
So it's an extra step, and I bemoan it, but it does help. Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about a nighttime ritual. What's your nighttime ritual?
Mine's pretty simple. I take a shower. So brush the teeth. Now I'll floss. Jump in the shower. Go get the dogs, put them in bed, and fall asleep. I'm typically asleep in 5 or 6 minutes, my wife tells me.
Okay. How far are you from your last food?
Oh, so last time we would eat would probably be, the latest would be 7.
Okay.
Probably more average 6:30.
That's fine. And you go to bed at what time?
10:30.
Okay, that's fine. At least 3 or 4 hours of no food. That's fine.
Yep.
And then how about calories, drinking calories? Are you having any?
What do you mean? Drink like shakes, like protein shakes, or
Well, no,
alcohol?
we'll get to that. But anything? Are you drinking anything that has calories in it after you?
No,
okay.
no. I don't think I drink anything with calories. Right? I drink coffee and water. That's
okay. Good.
Pretty much all I drink.
All right. Good. Normally, I would add a breathing ritual at night, but if we do the breathing ritual in the morning, and you fall right to sleep, so I'm not worried about that. Do you take your nighttime supplements right before bed?
So far, I've been doing it at about 8 o'clock. I have my alarm set, so I guess it's 2 hours. It's 2 hours after my meal, but 2 hours before bed.
Okay. Have you noticed any change in your sleep with magnesium and
no
melatonin?
No, I tell you, the melatonin, I want to talk about that son of a gun. I don't normally dream, but every time I take freaking melatonin, my dreams get wild, man. What the hell?
You got to let those dreams out. That's that your brain's trying to get something out. So,
oh my God. Okay. All right.
That tells me you're probably sleeping deeper. It tells me that even though you don't have trouble falling asleep or sleeping, that you're getting hopefully a deeper, more restorative sleep with the melatonin.
So it's a good thing I'm having these wild dreams. Yeah. Some of them are fun. Some of them aren't.
Yeah. I noticed the same thing.
Okay.
So it's okay. They're not real.
Yeah, no, I know they're not real, but damn, man, come on. I was like, dude, I want to stop taking this freaking thing.
There's no monster in your closet. You're fine.
I wake up, I'm like, Olivia, what the hell is this guy going to be doing? I'm dreaming.
No, I want you to.
Okay, fine.
And you sleep well. Like a lot of people have trouble. We're not going to mess with your sleep. So, okay. And remind me, what is your alcohol consumption like?
It'll be 0 this year.
Okay, we're not doing alcohol, so we don't need to talk about it. I wouldn't tell you necessarily you have to completely restrict it, but you can.
Yeah, I mean so the only time I will drink is when I get on an airplane because I'm a terrible flyer. It calms me down. But other than the 6 flights I'll have all year, there'll be no alcohol.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, it's okay as a social lubricant or what have you. It's okay. It's just we want to make sure you're not having like more than one.
No.
Adult beverage a week or whether it's a glass of wine or a small liquor or something like that. Okay. Yeah. So we did go over the supplements, the 5 last time.
Yeah, well let's just talk about them again. So I got it here with me now. So before I just want to remember why I'm taking these.
Yes.
So there's this, I'm going to call it Mitacore.
Okay, so is that your multivitamin?
I'm guessing, yeah.
Yeah. So you take 2 of the, right? 2 capsules is 1 dose.
Yep. 2 of these.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's a really good multivitamin. That's got a lot of great things in it. And
I'm going to write this down so I remember.
It's because you are not able to have a diet in America today that provides you all of those nutrients.
Okay. All right. So multivitamin.
So
then there's this orthobiotic.
Yep. And you need to buy the bigger bottle. That's how many are in there? 30?
100.
Oh, okay. So it just looks small from here, but that's the probiotic and that's 1 a day, right?
Yep.
And that helps give you the right mix of bacteria in your gut to lessen inflammation, reduce mood problems, reduce dementia risk, reduce inflammation throughout your body, your heart, brain.
And I can take this in the morning, or is it at night? Doesn't matter.
I take mine at lunch, but you can take yours in the morning.
Okay. So far I'm doing it in the morning. Okay.
Yeah, morning's perfect.
And then there's next up is vitamin D3.
Yep. Which one did you get? Let's see.
I got Metagenics thing.
Metagenics. Okay. And is it 10,000 IUs?
Yes.
Okay. And so that one is to help you not die from all causes. No, it's true. Okay. It's the only vitamin that's a hormone, and it's used in so many cellular processes. It's anti-inflammatory. It's just.
And this is one a day.
One a day.
Okay, one a day.
And what's next?
Next, we got Trimag.
Good. So Trimag, you're taking at bedtime.
Oh no, I did not know that. Okay, at bedtime.
Magnesium and melatonin are bedtime pills. That'll help you sleep. It helps all the cellular processes, especially the ones that deal with repair while you sleep.
Okay. All right. And it says take 4. It says serving size is 4 capsules.
It may be.
Okay. So 4 of these. So this is nighttime. Oops. I was doing 2 in the morning, 2 at night. Okay.
Which is actually okay. You can stay with that.
I can stay with that 2 and 2. Okay.
Yeah. As long as you're taking 2 at night. Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I'm taking 2 in the morning, 2 at night. And then the last one was fish oil.
Right. And you should be taking around 1 gram or 1,000 milligrams 3 times a day.
Yeah, I'm taking 2 of these little pills 3 times a day. This is the only one I take at lunch. The others are.
We're gonna add. Don't worry, we're gonna add.
Oh, don't worry. There's more coming. Okay, good.
Well, you take the melatonin too. We talked about melatonin. Okay.
Yeah, at night. Yeah, melatonin. I just
the only one I want you to add now is a powder.
Okay.
And it's called colostrum.
Okay.
And I buy a jar of it or a plastic jar, and I add it to not when I'm fasting now, so this is just water. But I add it to I make a daily water in this.
Right.
I drink more water, but I make a health water, and one of the things I put in there is colostrum.
Okay.
And we're going to add more stuff to it later. So for now.
Okay.
You're going to add a dose of colostrum. I think it's 3 little scoops. You can buy it also in a single tear pack, the little single-use packs, and it's online. I'll get a link for you to some of the brands that I've been recommending and I take.
Okay. All right.
All right. So that's it. We're going to add supplements throughout the year.
Sounds good.
All right. Diet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
what are we doing, Doc?
I'm not going to go overly restrictive because I want it to be doable. But we're going to pick a diet together, and then we're going to build around a nice protein base.
Yep.
Talk about the type of protein, supplemental protein like protein shakes and stuff, and working on your macros. So, and we'll also be very, very mindful of the fats and oils you're getting. So let's talk about, and we've talked a little bit about this before, but you've been using that macro counter app.
Yep, My Fitness that you recommended. Yep.
Okay. So do you have some initial data?
I think so. I mean, I'm not sure where I go get it, but yeah, let me log in.
You can send it to me later. Let's not do it at this time. Now that data is not based on any diet we gave you. That's just based on how you've been eating.
Correct.
Because I wanted to build off of that, but I want to have a lower carb diet.
Yep.
I want you to lose a little weight through that. I also want to lessen your body's exposure to carbs in general.
Okay.
So anything involving a very simple carb, I'd like you to avoid.
Okay.
Let's talk about simple carbs. So any form of sugar, except fruit.
Okay.
Bleached breads. That's why I like sourdough or these 27 grain breads and things like that. It's basically seeds, not bread. I want you, if you want bread or need bread, that's what you go with. I want you to build a meal around protein.
Yep.
Okay.
Good news is that's easy for me.
So I want you to have and I would love. When's your first meal of the day? You already kind of
11:30 to 12. We'll
stay with that, so that you're already sort of intermittent fasting. Those of you watching this live or after the fact, I would want to build in some type of intermittent feeding or circadian feeding, or some people call it intermittent fasting. So you're already doing that. Making a note, and we might I mean, you're doing a good job. If you eat from 11:30 to 6:30 or 7,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. We could shave off a little bit, but only if we're having trouble losing weight. And you and I are going to do some other things to lose weight.
Okay.
Do we already have that on the books when you're coming in?
Yeah, a week from this Monday, I'm coming.
Okay, so you're coming in, and we're going to start your testosterone, and we're going to start your semaglutide to kickstart this. So we don't need to go crazy here because you're going to eat less in general.
Okay.
But I want you to build around a piece of protein, or a can of tuna, or a chicken breast, and hopefully good stuff, or whatever you like. That's protein based. And I would like something green on your plate.
Killing me. I'm just kidding.
I know. And then I would like something colorful on your plate. So whether it's listen, I don't love salad either, but I love to doctor it with berries and nuts.
Okay.
So, and maybe a little crumbled feta cheese or something. So, and then I like, for dressing, I like little lemon wedge and some olive oil. Like I don't want you using any processed dressing, right? So we're going to try to stay away from something you buy in the refrigerator. Sorry, from the grocery store that you keep in the refrigerator. Instead, you're going to go with what people had available to them a couple hundred years ago.
Got it. Yep.
All right. So I love eggs for protein and other reasons. And we got to get those good fats in here. So the good fats, again, the olive oil, avocados, avocado oil. You can put butter in your coffee if you want to do a bulletproof coffee at some point. Now, if you do the butter early when you get up, then you're not intermittent fasting because you're getting some fat. Now, coconut oil, things like that. These are great to cook with, to use with your meals. Some people even do a spoonful of it. We're not going to do that at this point. But my goal would be that you're staying away from all the bad fats. Okay. All the seed oils, all the fried stuff. If you're going to fry it in one of these safer oils. Okay. Okay. So there are many more ways to cook food than fry them. And you can have pizza, right? You make a cauliflower crust. You can buy them at the store. You can make it your own, or you make a sourdough, a really thin crust. You get some really good organic sauce that's low in sugar, because some of those sauces are sugar and preservatives. You more likely find it at a higher end grocery store, or you make it yourself. And I know it's a little work, but it's okay. It's movement. It's metabolism. Right. There you go. Then use some fresh basil, some fresh mozzarella. If you love meat on your pizza, I do. Maybe some organic sausage or something. Cut it up. I mean, so you can become a pizza connoisseur, and you can make it a healthy thing to eat. Yep. Okay. Olive oil, the whole thing. Okay. Yep. Do not order Domino's, which is basically a piece of bread, right, with some mostly questionable, cheese, whether it's real or not, with some sauce. Don't get me wrong. Feeding the soccer team, it was an easy way to go, but now you can make your favorite pizzas and that'll work. Okay. And then I'd like to do a 24-hour fast at the beginning of next month. We'll schedule that too. Yeah, 24 hours would be cake. It's easy after 72, right? Yes, exactly. 24, done. No problem. Yeah. So, okay. So let's start with that. Let's track it and let's modify. Let's not go crazy. Okay. Got it. So what we didn't do yet is talk about the goals. And I want to look. I may want to put this off, even though you're starting the plan. I may want to put this off until next time, because I want to do exercise goals, maybe sleep goals, although you're pretty good on that already. Body composition goals, including weight, flexibility goals, stuff like that. So I need to do a little more homework on that. I started to look up some things, but I want you to go to the gym with me and do that. Yeah, no problem. So let's do that next time. Yeah, we'll talk about it when we're face to face. We'll put that all together okay. Because I think I want to get your body fat down to 20% or below. I know that one. Yeah, I want to get your. I think I got you to 18. I thought we were talking 18. What are you doing? 20%? I said below 20, but listen. We can get you below 18. I mean, it's going to be a little extra work. We can get you there.
Okay.
And the bone density, I want to get up to 1.63.
Okay.
So I already worked on some of them, but let's circle back because you're already starting the plan. Doesn't change. The goals don't change. So we'll make those goals just so you have targets. Okay.
Yeah. The beginning of this for me is taking things that were not part of my 50 some odd year routine and making sure I put them in. Right. So
right.
Yeah. Let's not trip up on the goals yet. So yeah,
okay. Perfect. All right. Now, what did I miss? What questions do you have? Can anyone in the audience put in questions for us?
Yeah. Let's see. I got a bunch of comments here. Let's see if we got any questions from folks. Somebody's talking about bone broth is a way to help. I guess, does bone broth break a fast? That's in there.
You can use bone broth as a great fast breaker. Yes.
Okay.
That's an idea. And we will talk about bone broth at another time when we talk about regenerative medicine, because bone broth comes from bone marrow. Bone marrow is where most of the stem cells are. Stem cells give off these signaling particles called extracellular vesicles or exosomes. So bone broth is chock full of exosomes. So is colostrum, which is one of the reasons I'm suggesting it.
Very cool. One of the things that, again, we are doing this together. We're kind of like flying the plane and building the plane, but yes, it might be nice to, at the end of this, have meal plans like, hey, eat this on Monday, eat this on Tuesday. Somebody's looking for, tell me what to eat.
Yeah. So an alternative to this diet, I'm starting easy with you. We may get there is, it becomes very difficult. It might be easy to either meal prep, or there are so many businesses now where they will send you,
ship you,
a box of meals for the week that are built around your goal. By the way, we did forget to talk about supplemental protein, which I do want to add. Okay. Did we talk about that on previous recordings?
We talked about protein powder, whey. I have whey protein.
So what do you have on hand?
Vanilla whey protein.
Okay.
And Bear Bell birthday cake bars.
Okay. So we want to have a protein goal for you. Did we set that last time? I can't recall.
No, I think you said it was a gram per desired body weight or something.
Lean of gram of desired lean body weight. So
yeah.
So I think we calculated that, and let me just add that to my goals. The goal setting, we'll figure out your actual protein goals.
Yeah, I've been tracking because you gave me this app like 3 weeks ago. I've been hitting the 180 number or whatever it was.
Oh, good for you. How many bars or shakes do you have to do?
So I do one bar, one shake a day, and then I usually have a steak, chicken, a big piece of protein for dinner, and some protein at lunch, and that usually gets me pretty close.
Good. Okay, good. All right. So we did talk about it. Okay, great. So stay with that. That should be part of your diet plan. If you build it around the protein, you'll get some carbs, you'll get some fats.
Yeah.
If you build it around good protein, you'll get good fats.
So to define good protein, like, is chicken better than beef? Is fish better than chicken?
Not necessarily. I mean, fish is always good because it doesn't have all the some of the bad stuff that goes with meat, but meat's very good. A carnivore diet is a reasonable diet. It has health benefits. So I would say you should mix it up. Chicken, turkey, beef, even pork, and fish to the extent you can tolerate it. Like shrimp. Shrimp is a great protein source. I think it's
all protein.
Practically, zero carbs. So
protein won't be a problem. I like protein. So
okay, so it is for most people though.
Yeah.
So you're doing great there. So you're already ahead of the game.
Yeah. The one thing I was thinking about is because during this fast specifically, and somebody had a comment on this earlier, like it's hard for them to fast because their job is so demanding. Should I not work out today? Like yesterday was a rest day for me, so it didn't matter. But I've had nothing for 2 days.
If you're able to work out, you should work out.
Okay. So it's not like
if you're not up to it, don't do it. That's all.
Okay. Got it. So if I feel like I'm safe, then go do it. If I feel like I'm going to hurt myself, don't do it.
Yeah. Or go easy. It's not rocket surgery. If it hurts when I do this, doc, don't do it.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Okay. Day one of med school. Right. So it's that simple, but it's just during a 72-hour fast. So then we're back on track.
Yeah. So I'm not too worried about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and
What-
we're like 26 hours away from eating. Just not that I'm counting, but I'm counting.
Are you hungry though? Are you bad?
No, not really. No.
Okay.
No, I'm not hungry. I
Okay.
don't have that ache feeling. Yeah.
Okay. Is your wife doing this with you, or is she just
Oh no, no.
teasing you with food? Yeah.
No, actually, what I'm doing is when she's cooking or eating, I'm going for a walk, so I'm out of the house.
Good, because you smell it and you get appetite.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need the reminder that I'm not eating. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been getting my steps in. I got like 20,000 steps in the other day.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So.
I love it.
Yeah, I've actually averaged 20,000 steps. For the
Wait,
last
was she
10 days.
eating all day?
Yeah. No. I normally do 12,000, but yeah, now I'm up to 20,000 because of this.
Good. And how many flights of stairs?
Well, actually, our house here has a bunch of stairs, so I don't know. I'd probably say, God, 20, 25 flights.
Flights?
Yeah, flights. I mean, that's one, right? One's a flight, or is it up
Yeah.
and back? Yeah, so probably
No,
25.
one flight is up. I don't care about the going down. I care about
Oh,
the
so
going up.
probably 12 then. So I was double counting. So
Okay.
12, 13.
Okay. Yeah, we're not talking laps.
Yes, my bad. My bad.
Okay. All right, because we're going to track those too. But your apps should track those. All right. Any more comments from the live
No, somebody had a
feed
question about broccoli. I'm guessing broccoli has protein because I had no idea.
there? It has
No
some,
idea.
yeah. And broccoli's got other health benefits. It's got something called sulforaphane, which activates sirtuins and is an anti-aging longevity. It's a great vegetable. You know those little sprouts, those microgreens you can buy in the store, and fancy sandwich places will throw them on a sandwich and stuff and salad. Those are broccoli sprouts usually. Those you can buy at the store. They're super healthy. So I would add sprouts to as much as you can. Pick some of those up.
Yeah, I can add sprouts to all my steaks. That'll work. I don't mind that.
Yeah, and go crazy on the sprouts.
All right. I got permission to buy sprouts. Okay. Sprouts. And then quinoa. I think there's quinoa salads or something.
Yeah,
Those
so
okay?
quinoa is actually a carb, but it has some protein.
Okay.
And if you're going to have, there's nothing wrong with quinoa. Quinoa, sweet potatoes, things like that. They're good carbs.
Okay. Sweet
And they have some protein.
All right. Nice.
So not as much protein as a piece of fish, but those are great things to eat. I mean, we could list 100 things and that you could find.
Yeah, I'm a simple guy. I'm going to find like the 8 foods that work for me, and then that'll be all I eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you talk about the salad, I guarantee you once I find a salad like greens with some cranberries and some sesame seeds or whatever I put on them, that'll be the same thing.
I love that idea. And it should, you go with a spinach based salad, not the not the leafy green iceberg lettuce. That's a waste. Chop up some celery in there. I love the nuts, a little bit of cheese, olive oil.
Yep.
Throw in the kitchen sink. Cut up another piece of fruit. Doesn't matter.
Yep. Okay.
The lettuce is sort of the carrier of all the fun stuff.
Okay.
And you can throw the quinoa in there. You can chop up the sweet potato, whatever. Okay. You can even mix in your piece of salmon you made the day before.
Right. Yeah.
Make a meal out of that. So
yeah, usually I cook a big steak and the steak becomes the part of the salad the next day. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what about fruit? I'm not a big fruit guy.
Eat your colors. So, berries are the best fruits. Watermelon's a great fruit. If you're going to go citrus, some really good grapefruit would be great. It's got some enzymes that other fruits don't have.
Yeah. Not going to be grapefruit. I hate that thing, but okay.
Okay.
Watermelon. I like watermelon. That works for me.
Okay.
Watermelon.
Berries. If I haven't said berries.
Yeah, no berry. I'm down with berries. Like, so just so I'm clear on berries, blueberries, blackberries.
Mix it up. So raspberries, strawberries, mix it up.
And then what about yogurt? Just plain Greek yogurt?
Yeah, I love a plain or vanilla Greek yogurt, mix in some fruit.
So I can have vanilla Greek yogurt? Okay, good. Good answer.
Yep. So I think I told you my trick that I take the chocolate collagen protein powder. Mm-hmm. I mix in with some plain yogurt.
Yep.
And mix it real good. It's like chocolate pudding.
Yeah.
And you're getting the protein, you're getting the yogurt, mix in some fruit on top of that. You're good to go.
Yeah. People are screaming at me with big capital letters. Zodiac, I see you. He's saying grapefruit. Basically saying, Zuber, you're stupid. you know, that's okay.
Well, in a polite
Get
way.
that all the time. Yeah. No, I don't know who he is or she is, but I appreciate the love. Thank you, Zodiac.
And pineapple, if you
pineapple.
occasionally
I like
throw in an exotic fruit. Pineapple's a good one. It's got bromelain, which is a great enzyme. Noni fruit from.
Now, so again, just so I'm clear, right? I'm eating this between my lunch and dinner, or are
you can it can be part of your meal. I'm not going to go over structured with you. You'll just go. It won't be any fun. So
right, good answer.
A noni fruit, and dried goji berries would be a fantastic snack. Super anti-aging.
Yeah.
So you can buy those online.
Yeah.
And you can put them on your salad.
Yeah.
Dried cherries too is a fun thing, and we'll figure out some. They make these protein, low calorie like brownie substitutes. We can throw in some dried cherries in there. Man, we're gonna have some fun with the desserts.
Nice.
But I want you to make those when you're in Las Vegas.
There you go. Okay.
For obvious reasons, just bring a few over.
There you go. Yeah. Can you try this out? I got some extra.
I got a recipe for you. See you tomorrow.
There you go. Tell me how I did. I just had a question and I forgot what it was. Something about food. Let me think. I don't remember. Okay. It sounds like I got some work to do. I like it.
And we both do.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. So what I got today is I need to add flossing to my repertoire. I got an A-B exercise, which you'll send me. I'm going to add, there's another thing I need to buy. I already wrote it down. I forgot where it was.
The hydrogen water.
Oh, the hydrogen
water. I'll find one for you.
Yeah. And then the powder you wanted me to start taking.
The colostrum. I'll get you that.
Yeah.
I've got a whole list. You're going to do the morning grounding. Don't forget that on your bare feet outside on something on the grass.
Yep.
Skincare. You're going to get a good moisturizer.
Oh, moisturizer. Yep.
Ask your wife for help. She'll think you're amazing.
Yeah. She'll laugh at me, but yeah. Okay.
That too. You're going to do the breathing ritual when you go on your morning walk.
Yep.
So it's got to be long enough for that. You're going to add every 45 minute, get up out of your chair, do those things we talked about. You've got a diet. You've got, you're going to send me some data from your app, from your MyFitness app, where you're tracking your macros,
and pictures
from your Oura Ring stuff, your Apple.
Yep.
You're going to send me the photos. You're going to take the measurements.
Yeah.
And then you and I are going to schedule some time to come to a yoga class and measure your BMR.
Perfect. Sounds like a plan.
Basal metabolic rate.
I like it. Let me see if there's any last minute questions or people making fun of me, which I totally appreciate. Oh, somebody says castor oil for moisturizer. Is that a thing?
Yeah, actually, it's very popular now, and it was very popular years ago. And people are taking a spoonful of it again to help with, and you may be a great solution once you're on the semaglutide to help keep things moving if you need it. But yeah, people are using it as a moisturizer. They have products with it.
No idea.
So I don't have experience with it, but it's a great idea. We can do some homework on it and report back.
Yeah. Very, very cool. All right. This has been a lot of fun. We will do these periodically. Again, the next one we might actually do live together, which would be kind of crazy when I'm in Vegas. That'd be fun. But folks, this again is just my hard task. Last year, my hard task was running a marathon. This one is going to be about getting as healthy as I can in a 365-day period. So hope you enjoy the journey. Lots of new stuff for me that I've never done before. So it should be fun. Dr. Jeff, where can people find you?
They can find me on your YouTube channel. And they can find me at Recelebrate, RECELLEBRATE.
Yeah, dude, do me a favor, guys. If you're watching this, follow him, at least on Instagram, Recelebrate. They have a lot of great posts and the like that really make you think. Also, send them a note. Send them a DM. Tell them, hey, I saw you on 1 Rental at a Time. Thank you for doing this. Let us know if you have questions. Again, Dr. Jeff will answer your questions. If you get them to me, I will pepper him with questions.
Yeah, so, let's do it.
Let's have some fun with this. We got a whole year. Dr. Jeff is signed up for a year of this. Dealing with me. I can't believe he said yes to this.
Biotransformation. Anyone else want to do a biotransformation guided by me?
Let's roll.
check it out at Recelebrate. We added a biotransformation page.
Nice. All right, Dr. Jeff, take care. We'll see you in about 8 days. Later.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Take care.